The audience didn't realize that Jack had been lying to them all along. He was in fact not done with the Stanley Parable and was going to continue playing at this very moment. Shocked by their own naivety, the audience left comments like, "Wow, he's so smart and handsome," and "I'm crying and screaming right now." Jack was so clever that he was actually writing this script
as it was being said right before the episode began. It would appear that I am not quite done with this game because a lot of people have endings that they wanted to see. I thought that I got some of the better endings, so now we're kind of just going to get in and get some of the more ancillary endings and the ones that aren't as big and bombastic, and they're not the epilogue, and they're not like time skips or anything, but they are fun nonetheless. And one that I am curious about, I have a list written out.
What could it mean?
I want to get. Apparently, there's a thing at the merch booth. I'll bring my bucket. Bucket!
Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Okay, I need to get to the sequel, which is through the new content, right? God, it's been 2 weeks since I played it, and I can't even remember.
What does that mean? New content.
We're gonna find out, baby. So much content. Me and my bucket together again. Thank you all for your wonderful pictures of you and your buckets, by the way. They really thrilled me. They sent my senses tingling.
Wait, Stanley. I've just now realized. That bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel.
Oh.
How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel?
Right.
How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all.
That's fun. I'm glad he pointed it out, because I was going to say, you get the bucket.
On. Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel?
Ah.
I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
I mean, that is something that you can do. The way the game is lined up. Oh, I have no jumps left.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I've none left though. I used them up already. This must be blowing his mind that he showed me this stuff already, and I was like, wait, what is wrong with the timeline? Also, yes, I did in fact hire the narrator from the game to do the intro to this video. We're high concept here. We're high budget. We're changing the Let's Play game.
The infinite hole, the giant door, did you see them already?
Yes.
Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be?
Absolutely.
Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
Okay, interesting. Because what I want to do is that apparently there's a QR code at the merch booth that if you click on, or if you look at, has a really weird website that you can go to. But there's also the bottomless hole, which I didn't realize I didn't finish. And people were talking about that. There's also the no bucket door that I have to go through with the bucket. Again, I have ADHD. I can't remember what I did. I can't even remember how I started this video.
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
Yes.
Yes. You carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it.
I love bucket.
I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you, clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable.
Does that mean I have to get...
I win, I win, I win, I win, I win.
Does that mean I have to go through the new content again? How do I start? How do I? There we go. Thank you. Bucket, 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 bucket. Ah, there it is. I didn't say new content though. You're confusing me. I have a walnut in here, chopped in half. That's at half capacity. You need to be nicer to me. Ooh, nice cups. Coffee nut. That's me. I'm the coffee nut. Anytime there's coffee as a reference in a game now, I'm convinced it's about me.
On the Stanley Parable.
Very narcissistic. Wait, there's a QR code? Oh, duh. It's right there. Wait, how am I gonna show this to you guys? Open in Chrome. Let me see what the website is. Oh, it's just StanleyParable2.com. Let me open it. Now in Expo Hall 2. Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2. A sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what the journey of becoming a sequel is all about. Okay, that's new. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable.
Say there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why? It's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that Lunch will be everything breakfast was.
Is it the narrator with an American accent?
With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are dangerous, Timmy, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old. That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile.
Maybe that's what I should have done. Instead of merging and shifting content as your channel goes, maybe at some point you just cut it off, like when the green hair was gone, and then I come back out and be like, Jacksepticeye 2, launching now. And then everyone's like, fresh, new.
Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death. Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy. Their names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government.
Tight.
Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky.
What a dum-dum.
In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that isn't a sequel. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists, but it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too. We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another.
Oh boy.
And you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable. But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and you're not a child anymore. You're a man, which is like the sequel to a child. And as a man, you want manly things like taxes and cheating at baseball. You need a man's video game, Timmy.
Or cheating at Minecraft. That's a child's thing to do.
When developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make? Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated, and it's time we paid the licensing fees fair and square. Second, the Stanley Parable was catastrophic for this man named Leroy, whose personal information, including home address, social security number, and bank information, were all displayed prominently in multiple locations throughout the game.
That's like Squid Game, where some lady, there was like a number in Squid Game that you called to like, I think it was the main number for like how to get into the games or whatever. And it turns out it actually was somebody's number, and people were calling them nonstop, and it basically ruined their life. And Netflix and Squid Game were like, yeah, deal with it, change your number.
Game development is a difficult and complex art, one which can only be fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories. They begin by studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form, a specimen of technological perfection. Time to exploit it for profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable was most widely known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind.
That's how I feel watching the new Doctor Strange. I was like, I like the movie, but man, that is a prime example of Marvel overusing jokes all the time. It's like some scenes where it's like, you could have played that movie so seriously and been so cool and scary and tense and atmospheric, and then every now and then they crack a joke and the whole audience was just losing their shit at it. And I'm like, am I insane for not thinking that any of this is funny? But Stanley Parable is hilarious.
Another common complaint of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay.
That's another one I want to find again. I think it was in the original, but it's the adventure line, and it like wiggles all over the place. But I haven't found it in this version of the game, and I want to see it again because it has like a fun, delightful song to it.
Here we can see gameplay being printed onto sheets. Every video game contains as many as 1,000 sheets of gameplay, and several of the largest games ever made contain close to 1,500.
Wow.
On mobile devices, the gameplay sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed, each of which must be delicately massaged by the hands of a child before being added into the game. This man is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing in his spare time. A good public stoning will cure him of that inclination. Let's check on Gregory real quick. Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press. In a competitive market, blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth buzz for your sequel. In fact, blackmail is the currency of social progress.
Oh, geez.
From your neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the man who helps you steal HBO, everyone responds to blackmail.
Like Netflix. Be like, you're sharing passwords? That's considered stealing now. And we'll be sending you to jail. Straight to social jail.
And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice at home on your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands out after the end of the film.
Oh, I want a blackmail
and
pamphlet.
Finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting. And that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise.
Ooh,
if you
Brand
order the
X.
Stanley Parable 2, you'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows, which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And there you have it. Everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable 2.
Man.
Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to the Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question, Billy. One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your insatiable gullet. You don't want thoughtful and nuanced answers to complex questions, Billy. You just want to eat bubble gum and cheat at hopscotch.
Oh,
so
Billy.
Get out there and consume. Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts like these that the world comes together, in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all. Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
Tomorrow is the sequel to today. In memoriam, Billy. You only lived 3 years. Oh man, that was awesome. Holy crap. God, how can you be so consistently funny? I guess if you take 9 years to make something or update it and keep writing continuously and iterating on what you've done, you'll get pretty good at it. But that was amazing. Holy crap, that was totally worth it. I can't believe I missed this the first time. Now we've come to the blackmailing portion of our video. Please go buy my coffee top of the morning. go to topofthemorningcoffee.com and buy as much coffee as you can. Otherwise, I'm gonna tell everybody what you did. That secret that you think nobody knows, that secret that you've hidden deep down inside, and you're like, there's no way anybody could possibly know that that happened because I was alone at the time. We know. We know, and we're coming for you, and I have a drafted email sent out to everybody who's watching this video right now. And unless you buy coffee, everyone's gonna know. Moving swiftly along to the infinite hole. Apparently you can do something with this that I haven't done. I should just like... Somebody said to go back into the hole after I've gotten out of it. Which, foolish me, just didn't even try. I don't know why.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Yeah.
This is, in fact,
I have a bucket this time, though. I don't think I've fallen into it with the bucket before.
Infinite fall.
Whee!
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. One of my more ingenious
I'm
constructions.
falling!
From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well,
Made it!
Good for you. You found the bottom.
Oh,
of
I can't
the
go back
hole.
out.
You found me out, Stanley.
Let me out!
Great. Now, I'm very
Sweet.
excited
Back
to see
in I
you.
go!
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Oh, I'm definitely a
The problem
problem.
is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have
Hey,
said, that's an
yo.
infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh.
Weird sort of...
It got smaller.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do.
If I
here.
keep
you
falling in, does it
decide
get shorter
you've
and
had enough
shorter?
of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm
Here I go,
positively
holing
thrilled.
again.
Oh my gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh, it's really short now.
Okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Uh-huh.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I can almost assuredly tell you that it
Well,
will.
there it is.
Whoa.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite,
Whoa.
but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
It's like a curb. In I go.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth,
Hey,
I just can't
yo!
see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh. Can I jump back in? Will it just be tinier again? Oh, I can't return to the surface.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Oh no, I have no jumps left!
Sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Oh.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Let me out!
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
No,
you get
no,
to be
no,
with
no,
the hole.
no.
I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
No, it's like that John Bernthal clip where he's like, wait. Let me out! What is that? What does that sound? That sounded really cool. I love a good deep, bassy, crunchy. Whoa. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, everybody. I must go with the hole now. To become one with it. to be part of the eternal cosmos. Goodbye forever, world! You sucked, and I never liked you. But hey, Wendy's is pretty cool. Whoa! I have a whole new perspective on life. Stanley, that's what you look like! I finally got to see your face. Wow. You know, sometimes in life, all you need is just a little bit of perspective, and that'll change your perception. I basically changed the music, not my perception. Dance, Stanley! Maybe if I change your perception again. No, this is not the perception you want, Stanley. It's basically the equivalent of rats running across a piano. Whoa. Oh no! This is the bad reality, Stanley! This one's pretty good. This actually shows where I am in space and time. Let me change my perception again. Oh! This is the best one! Change yourself? Oh my god, Stanley. You're a little robot man! What? What is that? Oh yes! Stanley, let me get a better look at you! Look at him! It's like Giga Chad Stanley. Okay, let me change this. Hell yeah.
Stanley!
What?
Stanley!
What?
Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there,
Oh.
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
No, send me back to dreamland.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Damn my weak legs. This is just gonna cut straight back to me in paradise again. Here we go again, baby! Take me away to dreamland! No! Does it just reset? Oh, I wanted to be in the hole forever! That was awesome!
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I did. The hole was awesome. It's the best thing in this game. Bucket and hole together. For what is a bucket other than a really shallow, infinite hole? It was just like I was jumping into the bucket if I was an ant. It really makes you think. Ah, so here it is. There's a door here that says Settings World Champion. And apparently, if you just go into the settings and do all of these like up and down over and over again, if you basically move every setting to its max either way, that you can get this door to open. We're gonna be here for a while. There, I got it. Settings World Champion. Nice. Did I mess up anything? What was I at? It didn't open. Yes, it did. Wow.
Aha!
Wow!
I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done.
Let's
You've
go!
experienced every setting. Traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting. Something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
I sure am. They will never set the setting sliders to every possible setting. You're the champion of setting all the sliders to all possible numbers. Please enjoy this room. This is your room. It was made just for you. I feel so accomplished right now. Wait, did you actually put a bumpscosity? Yeah. It doesn't actually do anything, does it? It's just there to make me feel like something is happening. Wow. I love bumpscosity setting. Whoa, look at all this bumpscosity over here. Damn, the bumpscosity on that looks awesome now that I've changed the setting. I wonder if I changed it higher to like 1,000. Oh, yeah. That looks way more bumpscos. That's cool. I'm glad I got that. Hey, and I got to change the balloons.
All of his co-workers are gone. What could it mean?
This is what I wanted the first time. I finally get to live out my dreams. Take that, narrator. I've got blue balloons now.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Come on, Bucket.
The good old Bucket. Just Stanley and the Bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
I fucked this Bucket once.
Stanley did not question why or how this Bucket was speaking to him.
Okay, I have to jump off.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because Buckets can't talk.
This one can.
Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the Bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the Bucket asked.
See, your brain is just too small to understand the wavelengths at which the Bucket operates at. The Bucket is just thinking in the fourth dimension and can see all outcomes and possibilities all at once. I can't, so I just follow it blindly and willingly. Was it down here?
No, stop.
Oh,
Look
there it
on
is.
The wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this
Let me
point.
bring my bucket!
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding
Right,
of
what if mugs are just tiny handheld buckets?
Step in here for a moment.
What if a door is just a wall bucket? Is this a bucket? Yes. But it's like, oh my god, it's like when everyone's like, the color of that is red. And then everyone's like, yeah, that's red. But how do we know that we all see red the same? Well, how do I know that you see that bucket the same? What if my perception of reality is completely different than everybody else's? That everything that's happening right now and everything that I'm seeing, like on my monitor, my camera, doesn't actually look the same for everybody else. But your perception of it just makes it so. What if you watching this video right now, you're thinking in your head, wow, isn't it weird that everybody watching this video is also a human and has their own lives and everything going on? And Jack's saying this to me right now, so that proves that he's real, because he's able to be aware of the fact that I have my own consciousness and that I'm watching this of my own volition and own free will. But we don't know that. We don't know that if you're experiencing this right now, that it's actually real, and I'm just a figment of your imagination. Or if the fact that I'm saying this right now, I'm not aware that any of you are actually able to watch this video, and you're all figments of my imagination, and the simulation and the reality are just tailored to what I want to experience. What if we're all experiencing something individually different, or if I'm the only one experiencing all of this? Yeah, that's a bucket though.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
I hope so, but I get very nervous answering right. I tend to just answer what I think is the right answer.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket.
Oh, come on! It's still a bucket! I'm telling you, perception. I've been in the infinite hole, I know.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I'm gonna guess no this time, and he's gonna tell me, oh, unfortunate, this actually was a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
You're messing with my head, man. Is this a bullshit? Correct.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
No. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong no matter what I pick. I'm gonna say no, that's a tractor. But you're gonna say no, it's a... What is it then? What is it?
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
I am second guessing everything.
Like an idiot. Okay, next one.
I'm second guessing everything in my life, and I hate it. Why are you making me think and making me feel stupid?
Is this a bucket?
See, now you're playing with my expectations, and comedy is all about... Comedy and horror are very closely related. It's all about the build-up and release of tension. Both of them. They just do it in very opposite ways. So now this is what you're doing to me. The expectation is that I'll say yes, this is a bucket, because the last time you said it's not a bucket and you're trying to trick me, or it's a trick to get me to say that both are not buckets. And it's like, yes, of course, this is a tractor again. I'm just testing you again.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
See? Damn it all! It all makes no sense.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes, because now you're like, finally I've shown you a real bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Both what? Bucket and not bucket? Is that Schrodinger's bucket?
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Oh, make it a quantum bucket. You know, like a quantum object that it only exists when you observe it, or when you observe it, it's in that like state where it's just staying right there. So it's like, how do you know that the world doesn't deload behind you unless you have something observing it? So you have a camera pointed at it. No.
Yes, thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Maybe my brain just isn't evolved enough to see it.
A bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes. It's like when I was playing Minecraft that time and everything was a Minecraft. You're a bucket. This is a bucket. I'm a bucket you in the bucket. Buckets. There's just too many buckets. What does it mean? Who's the bucket god? Is it me? Everything is a bucket. It's so obvious.
I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Me too, man.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Who are we to say?
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Probably not.
Am I a bucket?
Yeah.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Whoa.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our
That's
relationship
deep.
apart.
Like a bucket.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No. Wait. No, don't do it! He should have had it like Thanos snap.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything's a
Every
bucket.
single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything's a bucket.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
It's all
How
a
could
bucket.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I'm not a
Oh,
bucket.
this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
That's true.
So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Good plan.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
Yes.
But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Yeah.
Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
Hey, narrator, I promise that I won't say it to anybody. I promise I won't share this information with anybody else. When you think about it though, a video game really is just an ideas bucket. It's a bucket for code. You just dump it all into. My stomach is a bucket for food. My body is a bucket for emotions and feelings.
All of his co-workers.
The buckets are back though, right?
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps.
Thank God.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just.
It doesn't
smiled.
matter.
Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
I was gonna say that. That was my line. I was gonna say it doesn't matter where we're going, Bucket, because every day with you is an adventure. It's not as cool as what he said, but mine was at least off the top of my head and not written down and scripted.
Chest and entered the door on his left.
Where am I trying to go? Adventure line. That's this way, right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
The bucket
telling
knew
him
where it was
that
going.
The employee lounge was simply the place to be.
For the bucket was an endless bucket of possibilities.
And
All you
here
had to
it
do was
was.
reach into
Had
the
the
bucket and
bucket turned
pull
out to be
out
correct?
any
No,
idea you wanted.
Mind, the bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them
Is it down here?
detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Nope, we went down the elevator and ignored everything that you were saying because nobody likes you.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Wait, have I not gone down here at all in this playthrough? Because I did it in the original, but I can't remember
You
this.
see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Oh.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel.
Oh.
They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Whoa. I mean, I came down to find the Adventure Line, but I feel like I'm finding so much more. If I didn't come down here with the bucket, would this be different? Weird. Where's the Adventure Line going now?
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
There it is! That's the music I remember!
Now, this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Oh my god!
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I'm not giving up the bucket! No way! This is a... I told you, it's an endless bucket of gags and goofs and possibilities and endings. This is incredible! I followed the line exactly. Just addicted to drugs and hookers. Oh my god. If I was ever able to create... Like, I create stuff all the time, but I'm creating it on such a frequent basis that there's less time to, like, innovate on it and practice and come up with new, fun, ideas around it. But if I was ever able to... Hopefully I can, because I do have plans to, like, make bigger, more innovative stuff as my career goes on, which inevitably will lead to a lessening of the regular content, and it's like a balancing act trying to do both. And this game is super inspiring to, like, go for those things. But if I was ever able to create something as intricate, detailed, funny, innovative, clever, smart, any adjective you want to use, as this game is, I could die happy. And I know that the creators of this, as any creative would probably say, that there's, like, more to do and it's not perfect and there's little bits here and there that they could have gotten better. But I just want to say to anybody, because I assume they've seen the first episode because they tweeted about it, but if you've ever seen this part of this video, just let me tell you that you've created something that is so incredibly unique within the video game space that you should be so proud of it that you will be able to carry this with you forward as one of the pioneers of doing something so super different in this space that you should be very proud of yourselves. It's like when Bo Burnham brought out Inside and every other comedian looked at it and went, how in the God's name did you come up with that? And how did you innovate on what we normally do? Change it into something else, still make it entertaining, have a message, be poignant, but still be so meta all at the same time, and that it can be consumed by so many different types of people. I just don't get how some people's brains work and are able to come up with stuff like this. And if I can come up with something just a fraction as good as something like this or Inside or any of my favorite mediums, I will consider myself very proud and happy. But knowing myself as the person that I am, if I did do it, I would be shitting all over it and saying, no, it's not as good as I think it is. I'm proud of it, but it could have been better. And I wonder if people who create stuff like this say the same things, like Bo Burnham, like the people, Crows, who've made this game, and the people who write it and develop it and create the assets around it and whatever. Do you look at it and think, we could have done better? Or do you look at it and go, we created something absolutely incredible? Or is it both? I am so fascinated by the creative process of things. Anyway, whee! God, it's just absolutely incredible. Hopefully now that I'm ADHD medicated and I've upped my dose and we're still trying to figure it out, hopefully I can like get my brain in order to like do something truly incredible with my brain. Because I always worry that I won't.
We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No!
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Who's its dad? Who's their father? Where did they grow up?
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
I mean, it's spelled out.
Go ahead now, Stanley.
Right on that.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No. I'm gonna destroy the machine. I'm gonna take apart your machine.
It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
Nope.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
You're more than what people think you are.
How does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
No, we can develop it.
If you were to really
we can make it better.
The Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance.
The bucket was just a bucket for so long, and now it has personality.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it.
Never.
We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans. Stanley,
I know what the fans want.
They want. Hurry and...
Oh, Jesus, flashbanged. Am I alive?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I'm sorry, Bucket Destroyer, but I just couldn't let my new fave be destroyed like that. The bucket has more to live for, and so did you. Is it just going to end though? Oh, I thought we could actually continue on past that. Wait, what if I actually feed it the bucket? What if we just did both? I can have my cake and eat it at the same time.
We need to get.
I'm ready this time.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
We can do it.
is the Bucket Destroyer.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Goodbye, Bucket.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
You were the one and
then
only
pop it
true
into
love
the
I had in this
machine.
game. He doesn't want to go.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give
I
it the
can't
bucket.
put the bucket in.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
Oh, no!
That is its singular.
Do I just get the same ending again now? If I...
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with
I
only
want to
one
put it in, but it
personality
won't let me.
deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley
It won't let
Parable
me!
characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket
Can I-
Destroyer, you would see that
Can
its
I-
desire to crush buckets
I
is
want
so
to!
densely
I'm
loaded
gonna
with
look it
second
up!
thought. I wonder
Stanley
what sort of Bucket
Parable!
Destroyer merchandise the
Bucket
fans will be
Destroyer!
clamoring for after this.
I'm gonna figure this one
Okay,
out!
the
Stanley is
Bucket
unable or
Destroyer is
unwilling to
getting
destroy the
very
bucket, which
upset
caused the
now.
Bucket Destroyer to fly. Okay,
We can't
I
get
literally
back to
can't
the
do it. We're just gonna get the same
Stanley
ending.
Parable
Ah, Jesus! Where am I?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's all different. What is happening? Why is this room completely changed? Okay, I won't bring the bucket on this one. I love you, Bucket. I would never kill you. I wasn't going to last time. Just saying.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is anything else different? Whoa, that's weird. Is it because
Yet
I changed the
there was not a single
bumpscosity?
person here
Was that the
either.
bumpscosity in
Feeling
action?
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Now I'm going in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's a broom. Haven't you seen the best character in the game?
After the bucket, of course.
The broom?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
The
Just an
choice to
empty
make
broom.
no choice is in of itself
Yeah.
a choice. Yeah, eat that, Plato. Sitting around at your dinner parties being like, oh, Aristotle, what did you think?
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Doing
As it is,
nothing.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing nothing is what humans should do very periodically. How many times have you done something and hated
in
it?
the broom closet? Standing around
Just stay
doing
here.
nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely
Meditation.
confused.
It's peaceful in here. You have a noise to focus on. You can just zen out and get one with your brain. Parse all of that anxiety and thoughts
You
that
do
you had.
realize there's no
You're
choice or anything
speaking!
in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
There
It
shall be
didn't
no
even
speaking
occur
in
to
the
me
Zen
because
broom closet.
Literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance.
No, no, no,
to the
no, 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 no,
story
blah, 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 not listening.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm focusing so hard right now that I want to do nothing.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own
Oh,
branching
God.
path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
I just want 5 minutes to
I
myself.
hope your friends find this concerning.
I just want 5 minutes to myself. Can I have that? Thank you.
Stanley was
Oh,
fat and ugly, and
Jesus.
really, he probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
There it is.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom
Sure,
closet,
sure.
explored it a bit,
Sure.
and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
At least I'm in a place no one will find me.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
damn it, he's right!
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What if I just stay here? Forever. This is an ending in the original game, right? I'm sure of it. Whoa! Jeez, that was weird. I had a dream that I was anywhere but here. I'm leaving.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh. Okay. Good. I want to go back. I want to go back to the blue room. Why did I come here? This stinks. Hear me out. What if... Book
God,
it.
the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
He actually referenced it. I'm at 1,000 bumpscosity. That's cool. Okay, so it actually does something. I'm glad that there's a reference to it again, at least.
The embrace of an old friend.
It feels good, doesn't it?
The companionship that stands the test of time.
Broom closet is left.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Right?
And entered the door on his left.
It's left, right? Right, left? I think it's through here. God. I've done it so many times now that yeah.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I've done it so many times that I can't remember what's where.
He'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No!
You can feel that, can't you?
No!
The aura of jealousy.
My
it's
bucket!
As clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
I deserve the bucket and only me.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is
You
trying
have
to
a
say
bucket. You
here.
have a mop
It's supposed
bucket.
to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I'm not gonna.
I know how hard it must be.
No, it's not hard at all.
Given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
No pressure.
This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk
What's
that
he
it has
saying?
to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and
We have
meaningless
proof.
that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell
And
the
another
broom
thing
closet
I hate
off for
about
its
broom
demeaning
closets is,
comments.
why is there
Expand
not
on the
just
wide
brooms in
variety of
here?
experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Yeah!
Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Okay, give me a chance.
Let him have it.
We went out. I went home with them. We got married. We had bucket children, also called cups. Now we're in here.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Sure.
Here we go.
Oh,
There.
I get a
Now
sticker.
it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all
Yeah,
your
take a hike,
meandering
broom
philosophical
closet.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yeah! Let him have it. Do I leave?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here,
More
and I'm going to
stickers.
slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
You're not wrong.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
It's a very good sticker. You need to put that in the game, though, because the game was proven to be a bucket. You got more stickers?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm
classic
sick of the
broomy.
pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yeah! Wait, should I leave? Let's wait to see if he actually says anything else. Because you don't want to leave and then you realize you missed something, because I've done that many, many times, but usually if he's been quiet this long, it means that there's nothing else. But just in case, if there's an eensy-weensy, teeny-weeny amount of chance that he's gonna say something else within, let's say, like the next 10 seconds, then I leave. But unless he says something, I'll stay here. What say you, dude? I could just look it up to see if this is the end of this part of it. Ah, screw it, it's the end. Did we do it?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to. I just wanted the bucket in the broom closet. What if I do it again? There they are. Good old
The bucket
Bucky.
made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
I am
Stanley
definitely
clutched
better.
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's bring it back to the broom closet and see if it does anything else. I doubt it'll do more.
Still no one was here.
But hey, at least now we got some
Stanley
handy
needed the
dandy
bucket's
stickers.
warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps, Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
But baby wants his shiny. I got all the Stanlerines. Maybe missed one, I don't know. But no, close it. No, I'm one with the closet. You see this closet? You see this? This is a bucket, and we're friends, and you can't do anything. This is, stinky dog water mop bucket. No, it is not a bucket like this. This bucket holds feelings and emotion. You wouldn't even know of such things, you stupid room. Alright, bye.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's.
But what if we went in again?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
I
If
have
did,
tapped
you
the
can
potential
guarantee
of
we'd
the
be in
bucket
here
plus
for
broom closet
hours.
combination.
But alas, no stickers.
That makes me sad. But what if I bring the bucket to the place where I already have the bucket and then I get the bucket again? Will I have 2 buckets? There's only one thing better than 1 bucket, 2 buckets. You said it yourself. The only thing better than the Stanley Parable was the Stanley Parable 2. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a second bucket. Yes! Yes! Screw your paradoxes.
There are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Jesus!
Stanley!
No!
Thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
You have just made the biggest enemy you have ever encountered. Do you realize the sheer amount of pain that you have just wrought upon my soul? Do you realize what kind of hell I'm gonna rain down upon you now that you've destroyed my book? That's it. No, I'm done. I'm done. You took away my bucket. You destroyed it. It's probably out there again somewhere, but the fact that you blew that up in front of my face, I'm just not tolerating that anymore, and I'm done. I was actually gonna end the episode here anyway. I feel like we've gotten like so many endings now at this point. There are more in the game. There is other things I can probably do with the bucket, and there is just more endings in general that I can get, original and new, that a lot of people are probably going to come to me and say that I missed a whole bunch anyway, but that's fine. I'm just going to leave the video here anyway, because this was basically just a bonus video because I had the idea of hiring the narrator and saw that that was an option, I thought it would be really funny to put that in a video. But then also, it's just kind of like a bonus video for you guys, because there was so much support and so much love on the other 3 videos for Stanley Parable. I didn't expect it to blow up as much as it did, and I just wanted to do more of it for you guys to show you the stuff that I kind of missed. Again, there is still more, but just to get a little bit more out of, like, especially going back to the bottomless hole, the fact that I missed that the first time and not going through the no bucket door, those were like the 2 that people kept pointing out to me, because I was like near them and then didn't do it again, just to like go back to certain things that I had seen and refresh them. But that's gonna do it for the Stanley Parable. That's it officially. I'm done here now. I'm not gonna do any more videos of it now. For serious and for realsies. There's just not enough left in it to really do for more videos, and not enough like really cool ones to do. I feel like I've gotten the coolest ones already in the previous 3 episodes. So thank you guys very much for watching this series. I am so glad you guys enjoyed it, because I adore this game. It is so wonderful, it's so inspiring, and I have so much respect for the craftsmanship that went behind it that I'm just so glad it exists. So thanks for watching. That's going to do it for me. Thank you very much. Go back and watch some other videos that I've done. Go back and rewatch this series. Just do it on loop. That's very in keeping with the game. But thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!